Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make chocolate sugar cookies. I love sugar cookies and I love chocolate, so combining the two is a match made in heaven. You can either make this using a hand mixer, but today I'm going to show you how to make it using a stand mixer. Either will work. To start, you'll need 1 cup of softened butter, 1/4 cup or 2 ounces of softened cream cheese, and 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And we'll mix this together until it's smooth and creamy. You want the mixture to be well combined together. See how this is smooth and creamy? That is what we're looking for. Then add in 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, which will keep our cookies nice and soft. But if you have negative feelings about corn syrup, you can feel free to leave it out. Next, you'll need 2/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and we need to melt these. So I'm going to melt mine in the microwave in 15-second increments, stirring in between. And then we'll pour that melted chocolate into our mixing bowl. Fun fact, instead of the chocolate chips, you can actually just use Nutella for Nutella sugar cookies. Then we'll give this a mix. Then we'll add in 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Then we'll mix this together until it forms a nice dough. Be sure to stop and scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl as necessary to make sure everything gets mixed in. Then we'll turn this dough out onto a sheet of plastic wrap. We'll kind of press it into a nice little ball and flatten it out into a disc. And then we'll wrap this up in the plastic wrap. And then we'll pop this in the fridge for at least 1 hour. After an hour, you should have a nice hard little disc here, so we'll unwrap it from the plastic wrap and then place it onto a lightly floured surface so we can roll it out. You want to roll it until it's about 1/4 inch thick. Then we're going to use these fun little cookie cutters and cut out some shapes. Once they're cut, we'll just pop them out of the cookie cutter and place them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Once you've cut out what you can, gather up all the scraps and form them into a ball again, and then roll it out again to the same thickness. And then continue cutting and re-rolling your dough as necessary. Depending on what cookie cutters you use to cut your cookies, you'll get somewhere between 24 and 36 cookies out of this recipe. Next, we're gonna bake these in a 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Now, any cookies that are not in the oven should be kept in the fridge until ready to bake to prevent spreading so that they'll hold their shape. Now, once they're done baking, we're gonna let them cool in the pan for about 5 minutes before transferring them from the pan to the wire rack to cool completely. And then that's it. Once they're cooled, you are ready to eat. You can decorate them or serve them up plain. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow, and check out the rest of my videos where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. We'll see you later.